Today is the day to talk about the Austrian Grand Prix, and man, what a crazy race that was. George Russell surprised everyone and took the victory home. But hold on, Hamilton fans, because we're going to talk about our seven-time champion too. Lewis had some trouble with the car in this race. And look, Toto Wolff almost messed everything up with a bizarre radio message to Russell. Seriously, it was intense. We're going to unwrap this whole mess. So stick with us till the end, and I'll tell you all the details. Check it out. This race could change the game for Mercedes. If you enjoy these unfiltered F1 analyses, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Let's dive into this hot topic. Let's get straight to the point. George Russell won the Austrian Grand Prix. It was his second career victory, and it happened in a way no one expected. It all started with a collision between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. This accident paved the way for Russell to take the lead. Mercedes took advantage of the situation and used a smart tire strategy with Russell. They adopted an offset tire strategy, which turned out to be perfect when the virtual safety car came out. This allowed Russell to cool his tires and maintain a strong pace against Oscar Piastri at the end of the race. But don't think it was easy. Russell had to show a lot of skill to hold on to the lead. He managed to keep Piastri, who was coming up strong behind him, at a distance. It was a display of control and precision that we haven't seen from Mercedes in a while, and there's more. This victory wasn't just luck. The Mercedes team has been working hard behind the scenes. They made several updates to the car in recent races, and it looks like they're finally starting to pay off. Russell didn't waste the opportunity. He kept calm, followed the strategy, and crossed the finish line in first place. It was a combination of luck, strategy, and skill that put Russell on top of the podium in this Austrian GP. The most impressive part? Russell achieved this victory on a track that usually favors Red Bull. This shows that Mercedes might really be getting back in the game. This victory is also important for the team's morale. After a tough start to the season, seeing Russell on the top step of the podium must have given them the boost they needed. Now let's talk about Lewis Hamilton. The seven-time champion had a complicated race and finished fourth. The problem? Significant damage to the car's floor. Hamilton hit a curb, which messed up the floor. According to Toto Wolff, this cost Hamilton 2.5 tenths per lap. That's a lot of time in F1, folks. But the problems didn't stop there. Hamilton also received a 5-second penalty for crossing the pit entry line improperly. It wasn't his day. Despite all these difficulties, Hamilton showed why he's a champion. He congratulated Russell on the win and highlighted the team's effort. That's class, people. Hamilton acknowledged he had a tough weekend and is already thinking about the next race at Silverstone. He wants to improve, and knowing his track record, we know he'll give his best. If you're enjoying this detailed analysis and want more content like this about F1, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every subscription helps us bring more information and analysis to you. Let's continue with more details about this crazy race. Now let's talk about the most controversial moment of the race. Toto Wolff's radio message to George Russell. When Russell took the lead after the collision between Verstappen and Norris, Wolff couldn't hold back. He sent a radio message saying, "George, you can win this." Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. Russell, focused on the race, replied angrily, "Let me drive, damn it." And Russell was right. Wolff admitted later that it was the dumbest decision he had made in 12 years at Mercedes. He acknowledged that he could have caused an accident by distracting Russell, who nearly crashed because of the message. The Mercedes boss explained that the message was a reflection of his passion and emotional involvement with the race. But he made it clear that it was a serious and embarrassing mistake. This situation shows how intense F1 is, even for those in the pits. A moment of excitement almost cost them the victory they wanted so much. So what do you think? Did Wolff go overboard, or was he just showing support for his driver? Leave your opinion about this incident in the comments. Guys, it didn't stop there. After all this craziness on the track, Russell put on a show off it as well. You know what he did? After the race, during a live broadcast, Russell decided to celebrate in a very unusual way. He caught reporter Ted Kravitz off guard and gave him a champagne shower. Imagine the scene. The reporter there trying to do his job, and suddenly, splash. Russell soaked the guy with champagne. Kravitz tried to joke about it, but Russell didn't care and walked away. This shows the other side of F1, folks. It's not just tension and competition. Sometimes there are these funny moments too. So, what do you think? Did Russell go too far, or was it just a normal celebration? Would you do something like that if you won an F1 race? Stay tuned because we still have more to talk about how this race can change the game for Mercedes. Are we witnessing the beginning of a new era for the team? Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, now let's get serious. Russell's victory is not just another race on the calendar. It could be the start of a change at Mercedes. Think about it. Russell, the team's younger driver, has just won his second race. Meanwhile, Hamilton, our 7-time champion, is facing challenges with the car. The burning question is, are we seeing a shift in power at Mercedes? Is Russell establishing himself as the new team leader? We can't forget that Hamilton has an incredible track record. 7 world titles are no joke, but F1 is ruthless and things can change quickly. And there's more. How will this dynamic affect the relationship between the two drivers? So far, they've maintained mutual respect. But what if the competition between them heats up? Mercedes is at a crossroads. They have 2 top drivers, but they need to decide who to back more strongly in the fight for the title. What do you think? Should Mercedes start favoring Russell or keep focusing on Hamilton? Could this situation create tensions within the team? Guys, let's wrap this up. The Austrian GP was more than just a race. It was a turning point for Mercedes. Russell proved he can win when the opportunity arises. Hamilton showed that even on tough days, he has the class of a champion. And Wolff? Well, he learned that sometimes it's better to stay quiet. What we saw was a team in transformation. Mercedes is evolving, finding a new balance between Hamilton's experience and Russell's drive. This victory could be the push Mercedes needed to get back to the top. With Russell gaining confidence and Hamilton determined to overcome challenges, the team has a powerful duo for the battles ahead. The future of Mercedes in F1 is being written now, race by race. And you, F1 fans, are watching it unfold firsthand. If you want to keep following this exciting journey of Mercedes and all of F1, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every subscription helps us bring more quality content about the sport we love. Also, activate the bell to not miss any updates. So, what do you think is coming? Will Mercedes return to dominance? Will Russell continue to surprise? Will Hamilton make a comeback? Leave your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching until here. See you at the next race.